down the road again. Is anybody on? I am in the process of getting this car set up. This is a 2003 Porsche Boxster, base model Boxster, but it has the Miles Works automotive body kit. And what's great about this kit is that this is practically a do-it-yourself kit, and boy, does it modernize this old body style. If you're familiar with the 986 or the 911 of this era, like the 996 generation, then you'll recognize those headlights as being fried eggs. Those are the fried egg headlights of that era. This is early 2000s. Porsche was going through some stuff, running out of money. They needed to develop some new intellectual property, starting with the Cayenne SUV, and then the Boxster. The Boxster received a lot of controversial feedback because, one, it looked way too much like the 911, and two, of course, no one really at the time liked these kinds of headlights. So it's unfortunate. But this is no ordinary Boxster. This is a world premiere, folks. So if you're on, you're seeing something that most people have not seen yet. And, you know, opinions may vary, but this car is pretty slick looking. A little bit more difficult to get it up in the air, though. Probably a little too high there. Hey Siri, send a message to my wife. I'm live streaming if you want to watch me. I think I'm going to put this thing lower. A little too high for me. You won't hear me say that a whole lot. I'm checking my chat, so I'm looking over at my phone to see if anyone's chatting with me. So I'll try to reply to you as quickly as I can because, you know, I'm greasy and I don't want to get my stuff all dirty typing or picking up my phone. There, just like that. Let's see, anybody there? That's not looking good. Yeah, I'm still live. Nobody's chatting. There we go. Now I can see it. Hey, Nate. Yo, country boy. How you guys doing, man? I'm not going to be able to reply very quickly because I'm, you know, about to get greasy on this car. But if you're still on, maybe you didn't hear that this is a world premiere showing of this Miles Works body kit for the Boxster, man. And I don't know about you, but I think it looks great. I think it looks real great. Then it has this, on these wheels, they have this faux center lock design. I'm a little on the fence about that center lock design, but because when you're on the side of a road and you need to change a tire real quick, you got to take the center lock, the faux center lock off, and then there are 5 Allen keys to take off the cover to get to the lug nut. So it's kind of a hassle, you know. This car is 2003. It has the 2.6 liter flat 6 on it, and it's here for routine maintenance. It's got about 67,000 miles on the clock, and the new owner doesn't believe any of the primary fluids like transmission and coolant been flushed, and I agree. And the hoses seem to be a little on the old side. So we're going to give this car a proper tune-up, if you will, because it deserves it, you know. I personally believe the engine should match the look, right? If you have a fast-looking car, it better be fast. I'm not a big fan of pretend fast cars, Mustang, and, you know, offering base models, but with the same look. Anyway, let's see what people are saying. Yo, hi, Emily. How do you say that? Schwinnicky? Schwanka? I'm just going to call you Emmy Schwinky. How's that? So I'm just going to leave this camera running. People can come in all they want to chat with me. And like I said, I'll be able to chat as much as I can as soon as I go and look at my phone to see what people are saying. Live streaming is kind of new for me, so I have some things to learn. But what I'm doing right now is getting the wheels back on so I can do a proper presentation of this beautiful car. I'm going to put it in the showroom and we can take a look at it. But right now I'm just going to get the wheels back on and the covers, and then we'll do a walk around. Remember, star pattern, guys and gals. Nice and slow. Right, once they're on, jack it up. If you want to be technical, it's about 105 to 110 foot-pounds per lug nut. Oh, I will, for sure. Sassy. Some people are sassy online. So this is the whole kit right here that goes on that. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, right here. And then the customer printed the center lock tool. Now, if this was a true center lock, you would not be able to use this 3D printed tool because, you know, I think you need about 250,000 ugga-duggas to get a center lock bolt on a wheel. And we don't deal in big, gigantic ugga-duggas. And these are M4s or M5s. So again, there's a couple of steps. But again, I don't see this car ever being stranded on the side of the road. It's not a daily anymore. It's a show car. But this is kind of a pain. And if I was selling this car, I would certainly let the customer know. It's like, yo, plan accordingly, because you're going to need to get this thing sealed up. All right, let's just zip it on. Let's see. Wrong size. So in case you're wondering, I'm located in Houston, and this shop is in the northern part of Houston, Texas, called the Shop Club. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to camp out here for as long as they'll have me, because I'm good at what I do. But when I'm not, dang it, where's that freaking Allen head? They'll probably get rid of me, as they should. But luckily I have a very supportive wife who adores me and will comfort me in case I lose this. Where, oh where? Don't you guys hate that, man? When you don't have all your tools where they need to be? Damn it. What did I do? Be sure to chime in if you're in the room so I can say hello to you. Ah, here it is. It was on my tool. When a center lock nut is not really a center lock nut. But hey man, it looks cool. These wheels are pretty legit though. And then the 3D printed tool, there you go. Look at that, boom. And I think that's the last of the wheels that I took off. Like I told other people, why is this car here? Well, this car is here because it needs service. It looks fantastic, but maintenance has been a little on the lacking side. So Miles Works, the team over there at Miles Works and Philip Two Chains wants me to take a look at this car and get it sorted. It has a rear main seal leak for sure, and a pretty good one. And then, of course, all of the other things that need to be done on a car like this. Everything looks good. We're going to get it on the ground. All right. More than a feeling. Oh, shouldn't sing that. I'll get a copyright strike. All right, and I have this this car on blocks as well because it's so low that the lift arms rub on the bottom of the body kit. There we go, we're on the ground. Let's do a proper walk around of this car so you can take a look at it. There you go. All right, let's pull you free of your chains and I'll take you with me. There it is. Look at this thing. So like I said in my YouTube short, this is not your mama's Porsche Boxster. Although I'm sure she'd be happy to ride along in something like this. Look at this rear end. This is the best view right here, I think. Super wide, deep dish, back wheels. And then that little flip up there like a ducktail. Just boom, just like that. Super clean. I mean, this thing is really clean. But then when you look at the rear, this is where it really shines. I think I'm going to turn the lights on so we can see the tail lights. You can see it's called the Speedster now, which is awesome. All right, let's turn the lights on. But first, take a look at the interior. Also upgraded by Miles Works. The upholstery, the houndstooth in the middle, all aftermarket, but I don't think you'll find a cleaner Boxster with 60,000 miles than this one here. And it smells brand freaking new. All right, let's turn this thing on. Oh shit, I don't have the battery plugged in. All right, Yogi, turn the battery on. Let me go put you back right here. Hey. There. All right. Plugging the battery back in. Kind of helps. Now I need to jump it because the battery's disconnected and I can't open the hood without the little lever thingy. Let's see, maybe I can get it from underneath. Let's try it. Because the lever to pop this thing is right here. I'll have to do that. Yeah, see if I can find that lever. All right. Oh, come on. I know it's here. It's gotta be. There's a little lanyard right here that'll help pop that frunk. That's it, you in here. Oh, what are you? Nope. Oh, man. Wait, here it is. Yes. Ha ha. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, Big Daddy. Open up. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Don't tell anybody. That's a secret that only Porsche owners know to get that frunk open. Down one more time. Note to self, don't lock the frunk unless the battery is connected. Come on. Don't you hate it when your ratchet doesn't ratchet? Get your freaking face in there. I've had a battery cable pop off if you don't tighten it. Talk about embarrassing. Middle of the road. Okay, that's back on. Let's check these lights out now. There we go. Normal incandescence in the front. Interesting. design choice? I don't know, let's see. But I can tell you the rear looks really cool. Oh yeah, check that out. Miles Works Automotive. Check out their website. They sell these kits to the general public with instructions, and I'm sure there's a warning too. You may lose friends if you ask them to help you put this thing together. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know how difficult it is to put a kit like this in, but man, is it worth it, dude. Check this out. A little Boxster look with super wide rear hips. I mean, that is sexy, and the lines are clean, man. No panel gaps, no panel glue. Everything looks, I'm not gonna say stock, but everything looks clean AF for a kit like this. And let me just show you how deep these are. Put my hand in there, look at that. Dude, it's wicked. And then the interior again. But this car is stock, so you can do these with your own cars. How crazy is that? So be sure to check them out, Miles Works Automotive. Let's close this front again so we can get a good look. There. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna drop a video later on a full walk around of this car once I get it into the showroom, because it deserves to be put out on display. I think I'm gonna clean it up a little bit first. Now there's another kit that's also a Miles Works, so you may have seen it, but this isn't it. So check out Miles Works, check out Philip TU. I'll show the board again down here. Check out those guys. These guys know what they're doing. They're based here in Houston. They source all their products mainly in the United States, so that's always good. And they're two cool dudes to work with, Philip and Alex. So check them out. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip you around. All right, that was my first, well, technically my second attempt of a live stream. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see on these kinds of engagements. I know it's in the middle of the day. Most of you guys are working, like me. But it's lunchtime somewhere, and you guys are probably looking for something to watch. Yogi's Garage is where it's at. So what else is going on? I have a lot of new viewers. Let me show you something real quick before I let you go. So check this out. Yeah, as you get closer, you're gonna see, wait, whoa, how many freaking cylinders are that? That is a 12-cylinder engine. And this is from a 1972 Lamborghini Jarama, which is very similar to an Espada, which is very similar to a Mura. So you get my point. But this block here has been used all the way up to the Diablo, man. So when I learn how to put this thing together, I'm gonna be able to work on all kinds of different Lamborghinis. Here are all the pistons labeled, the front of the car, the rear of the car. And what's interesting is the numbering sequence that the Italians used on this thing is usually, like on Germans, for example, it starts 1 and then the next row starts in the front as well. But no, this goes in a circle like that, in a loop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but it's this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And why is it on my table? Well, take a look, man. Look at that. Who can tell me whether this is good or bad? 1972, that should be a dead giveaway. These are the cylinder heads off of that. 2 valves per cylinder. 1 exhaust, 1 intake. So yeah, it just dumps gas into it. That's how it makes it go, man. There's not a whole lot of modern engineering on this car. Although they do make a fuel injection kit for this, which is interesting. Clutch and other components. But then there's one other block over here that's sitting on a stand that I'm also working on. Anyone know what this is before I share it? It's kind of hard to tell, right? But this is a Porsche 928 out of a 1983. It's a 928S Euro spec. Doesn't really matter whether I say Euro spec when it comes to the engine, because Euro spec is just about the exhaust missing or deleting the CATs, the catalytic converters for European spec. But basically, they produce a little bit more horsepower because it's of the lack of constriction. Anyway, so this is taken apart as well because clearly you can see the gasket on the head failed. And no full intermix, but it was starting to intermix, so I'm glad I caught it. I basically was dealing with a leak down failure on cylinders 3 and 4. They were the exhaust gases, well, excuse me, I was not getting any compression on those 2 cylinders, like 0. So we had to pull it. We had to pull it and rebuild it. So there it is, man. Those are the 2 big projects. And if you don't know where I'm at, I'm located inside of this awesome facility. I want to grab my phone just in case I lose my Wi-Fi or something. Thank you, Emily. But yeah, here's outside of where I'm at in the shop club. So my shop is right here, inside of the shop club. And I work on all of these cars if they want me to, as well as my own customers, which are typically Porsche owners, since I work on Porsches. But now I'm going to be including Lamborghinis and maybe even a Dino in my work projects. Check that out. But yeah, like I said, that V12 comes out of a car like this right here. This is a Lamborghini Espada. And by the way, these cars are all museum level quality, man. These have low mileage and they are in incredible shape. Look at this Espada. And this next to it is a Lamborghini Islero S. And there's only about 100 of these ever made on the planet, guys. So this is extremely rare. Let's take a look at the inside of this thing. You could see how absolutely clean this thing is. And the smell, trust me, leather, Italian, and wine, the Espada. Look at this. I'm a firm believer that the 1960s and hell, even the 1950s had the best automotive designs ever produced. And I'll fight you over it because look at these. These were designed with art and aesthetics more than aerodynamics and performance. You want a performance, we'll just throw a V12 in it. There's your performance. It's a cruiser. Look at this one. This is an Alfa Romeo Montreal. And I've done a video on it already, and this thing is mint, man. Not very many of these were ever made. It wasn't very popular. It had some suspension issues out of the gate that were addressed. But this thing is an absolute dream of a car. Some Sprinter vans, a GT350, another Maserati. This is the Shamal V8 twin turbo, Maserati Ghibli. And no, this is not a Bora, even though it looks like a Bora. And the reason why it's not a Bora, because it doesn't have a hatchback. You can see. Anybody can tell me what kind of car this is? Anyone? Maserati Merak SS. You're like, dang, Maserati made really good cars. Good quality? Probably. Nowadays, though, no. Maserati is just a name now. It's just a shell. It belongs to Stellantis, who owns Chrysler and all the other ones. So you're not going to get these kinds of cars anymore. Look at this E-Type. This is my wife's favorite E-Type. I can't think of any woman who would not love to be seen in this beautiful, beautiful car. She comes and visits me all the time. So the car that has the V12 that I'm working on is this one. This is also a Lamborghini, of course, and it is the Jurama. Look at that blue color, man. Complete restoration project on that one. That's going to take some time. This Mustang, or look at this Corvette, man. Woo! That is sexy. We just keep going down the line. You're going to see some extremely rare cars here. And this place is not open to the public, but we do give tours. So you can bring your family. There's a restaurant upstairs. There's a private club up there as well. And then if you want a tour, we have some very, very well-educated tour guides that know all about these cars, and they'll tell you the stories of, you know, how many that have been made, what the mileage is, or whatever. Like this one right here is pretty crazy. I've never seen anything like this. This also has the same V12 that's in the Espada, the Drama, the Mura, all of them. Same thing. Alfa Romeo. This is not your mama's Maserati, by the way. I said Maserati. This is not your mama's Mazda. It's got an LS engine in it. And 2 Maserati Boras. Look at these. Incredible. You want to see something else that's cool? Look at the roof. Brushed stainless steel. And this car is like a 1968. So, yeah. And here's one that, you know, has got a bunch of micro scratches on it. Still beautiful. But you can clearly see by comparison how well preserved this yellow one is. I mean, look at the interior of this car, man. Stunning. I think this thing only has like 22,000 miles on it. And then here's the other Bora with the red interior. Not less sexy at all, man. It's really, look at that red wood on the dash. Crazy. And I dare you to tell me you can find something like this driving around. This is a Maserati Mistral. And I'm going to show you the inside. It's basically a James Bond car, if you ask me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Stuart Little's car. Lotus Elan. Look at that interior. And this is Zayden right here, manager of the floor here. Say hi, Zayden, we're live.
Hey, we're live?
Yeah, we're live. I don't know. None, maybe?
You know the Porsche headlights are on?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I was just doing a walk around on that. Thank you. Another E-Type. Look at this. Ferrari Daytona.
Compliment the collection, not roasted.
Oh, I'm not roasting. I'm complimenting. If you want to see the roasts of these cars, check out my YouTube shorts. I roast these cars as well, and all in good fun, right? Nothing offensive. We're talking about how just overly engineered they were and overdone as far as the engines are concerned. It's all fun. If it has an Arrested Development theme song in the background, then it's a parody. Look at this Dino, man. Dino. Jeez. This is crazy. So it just keeps going and going, guys. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this live stream here. For those of you who joined me, let me flip the camera around. Yeah, for those of you who've joined me for this live stream, thank you. I'm going to do more of these. Like I said, I'm going to be doing an official world premiere of that Porsche 986 Boxster Milesworks car. Once I get it all tuned up, we're going to put it up in the showroom. So be sure to keep watching my channel. Like and subscribe. You know the routine. Get it done, and you'll get more stuff from me like this. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And I got to turn you off. Boop.